So I've been skateboarding the majority of my life, and there's one trick that I've been putting off learning forever because I'm really scared of it, and that is inverts. The reason that this trick is so scary is because you actually have to get upside down. You're putting your hand on the coping and you're getting inverted. So in this video series, I'm going to be learning the scariest skateboard trick that I've ever tried. Let's jump into it. So it's been a few days since I've grabbed coping at the MLK skate park recently. Today we're at Prince Park. I'm gonna try to grab some more coping today and hopefully land my first invert. That's my goal. The reasoning that I didn't go for the first one is just because I didn't want to be greedy. This is a trick I've been trying to learn pretty much my whole life. So I wasn't like excited to try to land it right away. I was just excited that I grabbed the coping. So hopefully today I get the confidence to grab that coping and actually commit to the invert. Something that I noticed with trying inverts on this wall versus the other wall that I was trying them on is that I can get upside down quicker. Not really upside down, but I can get my board up faster, so I'm not really worried about it. I'm just more focused on my plant. So still pretty scared to like try coping on this wall, but that's my goal for today. At least try coping and then maybe try to commit to a few, or at least get close to committing to a few. All right, I think that's as far as I'm getting today. I don't know if I'm gonna actually land it. I'm just hyped to grab it. My thigh is having these weird issues where like, it's like locking up right here. It's super weird down here in this area. I don't know if you guys have any suggestions for me. Maybe we'll hit the massage gun after this, but yeah, my whole thigh is like locking up, so it's really hard to pump right now. All right, so it's been about 2 months since I've actually started this process of trying to learn inverts. It's been long, but this is something I've been wanting to do almost longer than I haven't been wanting to do it. The point being that I've been wanting to learn inverts longer than I haven't. It's been a long time coming. So today, I think I'm gonna try to land one. Hopefully I can go for it. I've been grabbing the coping. This is episode 2, so if you haven't watched episode 1 where I kind of learned from the very beginning of knowing nothing all the way up to grabbing coping. So hopefully today can be the final day. I'm excited to go for it. I'm kind of in that mindset where I just gotta like get some tunes on, get something going, get motivated, and just start to go for it. I'm not gonna waste too much time warming up or trying other tricks. I'm gonna try to just get right into the inverts. That's exactly what I was scared of, is like trying to grab the coping, losing my board, and just kind of like flailing. My board can go up and then hit me back in the head, so that's why I am wearing a helmet, because I don't want my board hitting my head. But I'm gonna try a couple more. I think, you know, it's a good feeling sometimes getting the sketchy one out of the way, because now you know, like, all right, that's a worst case scenario. Let's try some more. Let's try to land it. Having this ongoing issue. I don't know what's happening right now, but it kind of sucks, is my like thigh right here, this area, it keeps locking up. So when I'm like going up into the invert, it gets super sore when I'm pumping, because I have to use my legs so much to pump through the transition. So like every time I pump, it starts to lock up. It's really weird. So I really want to land this today, but I might give myself like 10 more tries. I want to like be able to skate forever. So that's always my goal, to be like kind of looking at it as a marathon, not just today. So it's locking up. I feel so close though. I feel like I could land the trick. I'm having a physical disadvantage right now, but I'm gonna try a few more. That's gonna wrap up my session today, although I really wanna push it. I really wanna land this. And when I get the trick, I feel like once I land it, I'll be able to do it over and over and over. I feel like it's gonna be one of those tricks. Once I land, I'll be putting it in every video. So hopefully I will get it in the next session, which starts right now. All right, today we're at Alga Norte Skate Park. I'm with Big Al. I'm gonna try to land an invert today. We already got a session in. I learned a new trick, front blunt, so I got that confidence booster up. Pretty excited for that, so hopefully I can get the invert here. I might not try it in here. There's 2 different bowls here, a lot of different walls, a lot of options. So that's what I'm stoked about. I'm not really gonna warm up too much because my body's already kind of sore from the earlier session. So hopefully I can get the pads on and land the invert today. I really wanna get it. So let's jump into hopefully the make. I'm definitely at that point where I need to just go for it. I'm scared. I got the hand plant, the hands on the coping, I'm inverted. I feel like I just could squat it out if I just really go for it. I'm really scared, but I think what I really need to do is just like psych myself out and just go for one and just kind of hope for the best. Probably gonna seem like a really weird and silly issue, but maybe other people can help me with this. I'm having such a hard time seeing right now. I've been working on the computer today. I was in the office. I do walk around like every hour or so. I walk around so I make sure I see some sunlight, but now that I'm skating, I just can't keep my eyes open. Like I literally just I'm having such a hard time keeping my eyes open because the concrete is so bright, it's so white. How do you guys deal with this? Like I can't skate with sunglasses. Obviously that's like a quick solution, but when I put sunglasses on, I feel like they're just moving around my head. So maybe there's a good pair of sunglasses for skating, but yeah, there should be a product to solve it. Let me know down below. How do you solve this super bright eye issue where you can't see anything but you want to skate? So the main difference I'm gonna do on this session versus the session I had the other day with Al is just land a few under coping, not try to grab the coping on every try and convince myself that eventually I'm gonna go for it. I'm actually gonna try a few under coping and then hype myself up to just go for the coping and then hopefully commit to that one that I go for the coping. Because yesterday, once I started going for the coping, I was sort of in bell mode, bell mindset. I just was too much into repetition, and it was good to get comfortable with grabbing the coping, but now I'm at a point where I don't want to just get comfortable with bailing. I want to be uncomfortable with bailing so that I can commit to the trick. About to get into another session of trying inverts. I still haven't landed them, and it's been like 2 months. It's a little bit frustrating, but the one thing that I've sort of tried to realize and have like retrospect on is that each time that I'm going to try these inverts, I'm getting little increments of improvement. So I'm not just pulling the trigger and going for it and landing it and be like, sweet, I got lucky. It's like actually learning the trick and figuring it out. And that is the point of this, is to like really understand this process. So eventually when I can do the invert, I actually know how to do it. I'm consistent with it. It's not just like I get lucky. So I'm gonna get into another session right now. Just something that I wanted to talk about is like the fixation on tricks can be kind of crazy because you just want to get it and you want to land it. But I think as long as you're going and you're trying the trick, you're going to make subtle little changes and improvements. It might feel like you're kind of like, I mean, at some points in some sessions, I feel like I was degressing. I wasn't getting as good as I wanted to get. But the reality is it's about repetition. You just have to keep throwing yourself in the environment. So I'm gonna get another progression session. Hopefully at some point I will go for the coping and I will land it. But at this point, I'm not like holding myself too much pressure. I really just want to enjoy it and be in the process and not like kind of rushing through the process. That's what I want to get at, is like just really realize that each little session does have a little bit of an improvement, whether it be confidence, a physical change, whatever that might be. I might not even be realizing, most of the time I'm not. I'm just going through those motions. that teetering point where like, I wanted to go for the tile and just go for it, but that one I like over rotated. I actually got upside down and I felt like I was gonna go like heels over for a split second. Now that I got a few of the makes under coping on my belt and just getting that consistency in my mind, knowing that I can do it, I'm gonna try to grab the coping on a few, not really go for it, not really try to land it or whatever, just essentially what I'm trying to do is like get the confidence up. I'm sort of tackling this from both ends of the wick, essentially. So grabbing the coping is just gonna get me more familiar with grabbing the coping, getting comfortable with it, getting comfortable with being up there, and then landing under coping is just gonna get me more comfortable with rolling away. So eventually the idea is that I can combine both of those things together. So each time that I don't land it doesn't mean that I failed, it just means that I'm trying and the process is working. It's really frustrating because throughout this process I keep getting these like blood vessels right on the palm of my hand. It's like whenever I'm trying to actually plant my hand down, I can feel it. Super annoying. So this hand thing is really becoming an issue back here. I had to peel it off because it was just hurting really bad. Every time I went up to actually grab the coping, it hurt really bad. I could grab the tile fine, which is an improvement, but I really want to go for it. So I'm gonna try using a glove. Might help, might not. Might be distracting. We'll see if it helps. Basically, I just want to help kind of take some of that impact from my hand so I'm not so focused on it hurting. When I'm grabbing the coping, I can just focus on the trick. Glove isn't really working. It's kind of hard to like get my hand planted nice and strong. I wanted some protection. I'm gonna try a few more without the glove. My hand might hurt too much to try it right now. Might have to come back. Although I feel like I have it, so it's a little frustrating, but that's how it goes. Name of the game. Insane. Can't believe I've landed the invert. It's been like 2+ months, probably 20 years of dreaming of doing this trick, and I landed it today. I grabbed that coping. Oh, I feel like I can cry right now. I'm lost for words. I'm on top of the world. This is what skateboarding is all about. It makes you feel like superhuman. Like nothing can change my day. Like nothing can affect me right now. I am on fucking cloud 9. I'm just so stoked. Thankful for you. Thankful for Big Al. Thankful for skateboarding. Love it. So happy. Also, I could finally get some new shoes. I told myself I couldn't get any new shoes until I landed this trick, and these shoes are destroyed. They're getting super floppy, so thankfully now I can get some new shoes. Oh man, I'm just so hyped.